Hi guys, so I want to do a quick video on why does the government keep proposing to cut all these programs to special needs children, the disabled. It seems our state here in Connecticut, our wonderful governor has decided that he is going to cut millions of dollars out of our budget because we're in the red. So, you know, we already pay these huge amount of taxes on everything you can imagine here in Connecticut. I've never seen so many things taxed in my life. We have been to Florida. My dad has a place in Texas, and between property tax and income tax and every other tax you can imagine doesn't even touch what you have to pay here in Connecticut. So our wonderful governor started the other day by cutting some of the programs in the state of Connecticut. And some of the first things that he decided to cut was a lot of the DCF workers. So now that he's cut a lot of the state workers that are DCF workers, Sasha has state insurance due to her disability, because if I didn't have state insurance, I would probably be a homeless person. Between her AFO leg braces costing me about probably $2,000 to $3,000 a year, her wheelchair that we just got cost about another $4,000. All the antibiotics she's been throughout the year, her nebulizer, her inhalers, now her anxiety medication. So if I didn't have help with state insurance like we do, I would probably be out of at least $10,000 a year, because these things just add up so fast with special needs kids. So I already have a hard time finding somebody down at our local office if I do have a question or denied by insurance and I go and call. I mean, I usually wait at least 4 days to a week to get a response back. So now that they're cutting all these wonderful people out, I'll have to probably wait even longer for a response. So not only did they go and cut that out, but one of his first other major cuts was to the developmentally disabled in school systems and special ed here in Connecticut. So if we think we were getting a raw deal before, we should probably just wait till next year, because he's starting to make all these huge, gigantic cuts, and especially to disabled. So instead of him and all of his high-end people taking a pay cut or starting to go after other huge things they've done in Connecticut. But my question to everybody out there, including our wonderful governor, is why is the first thing in a state budget, it seems, to always be cut to disabled or developmentally disabled people who might need things in the school system, or our vets, or I am sorry, I had to cut out. Sasha was really not feeling well, very congested, did the nebulizer. She is just not feeling good all today, so she was calling me. But you know, it just baffles me how we pay all this money into the state of Connecticut, but yet it seems like whenever we do have cuts, the first thing is to go is services for special ed in schools and stuff for the disabled, whether it's somebody who's Sasha's age who's disabled, or it seems our vets, you know, who have fought to protect our freedom. It seems like all these disabled people keep getting all the cuts first. It seems like basically we have no quality of life, so just shove them off to the other side, or you know, they can't speak and they're not going to give back to society, so why not just keep cutting all of them? And it truly baffles me how this guy can just keep cutting, and he will never know, feel the pain, feel the burn about it, due to the fact that he's still going to be living in his $1 million house with his high-end car and taking his lavish vacations, and he knows nobody likes him here in the state of Connecticut, because he is just a rotten person the way he has run Connecticut, especially in the last 2 years. And you know, he keeps cutting everything, and I truly am baffled at how he thinks this is a legitimately good idea to keep cutting services for these people and these kids who so desperately need it. When we went through to get our new wheelchair recently, I mean, I used to have to cut a lot of red tape to get the parts I wanted, but this time around, since he's made all these huge changes to insurance and cutting things for the disabled, I had to fill out form after form and get so many doctors and so many people and so many more people to get on the form, because they said, oh no, he's cutting basically everything and every single piece of it has to be documented. And you're talking about a child who has been disabled since she was born into this world, and she can't help it. You know, she didn't get in some accident. This is going to be statistically her life, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I'm sorry about the rant, but this guy, every time I see budget cuts, he drives me crazy, because it's not going to affect him, but it's going to affect the disabled community here in Connecticut. And I want to so go down to that lawn and hold a huge sign and show him what he is cutting here in Connecticut. So sorry for the rant, but I just feel it's one of those things that is happening, and it's another thing that's against disabled. And unfortunately, I hope maybe somebody else comes into office and we can start to fix problems in the future a little bit better. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.